Ira Schilling was 17 years old when he went off to war in the Pacific during World War II.
Rick Rose spoke with him about his time as a soldier and as a minister in tonight's Hometown Patriot.
It should be obvious by now that I have a soft spot in my heart for the greatest generation, those men who served our country in World War II. Even those who have passed away, I love to honor them as Hometown Patriots. We're going to do that tonight. An incredible man that I met sitting in his front yard, a man who served not only his country, he also proudly served his God. That you told me earlier, you think about the war every day.
I do.
I was in the presence of greatness the other morning. A man who has spent 60 years serving his Lord as a Methodist pastor, and before that serving his country in places a lot like hell.
It's very frightful, and a Japanese soldier could look real mean.
Ira Schilling was not an imposing figure, 128 pounds soaking wet when he joined the Marines just weeks before Pearl Harbor. He was 17, on his way to some of the most brutal combat of the Second World War. Guadalcanal, Tinian, Saipan, and Tarawa. 4 islands, 4,000 chances to die, and Ira came close.
You either live or die.
On Guadalcanal, there was the first man he ever killed.
And I turned and looked, and there he was. He was standing right there with his gun pointing at me, and with a big old smile on his face, like, I got you, I'm gonna kill you.
Ira fired first with a shotgun blast to the chest. Then there was the time he was behind a log being machine gunned.
The first sincere prayer that I ever prayed. I said, Lord, if you get me out of this, I'll never say another curse word as long as I live.
Then there was the Banzai Raid. 300 to 400 Japanese against maybe 40 GIs. After the battle, a near-death encounter with a samurai sword.
And with my left hand, I was trying to keep that sword in the scabbard so that he couldn't get it out. But we fought for about 30 seconds or so, and finally, not able to get my gun off my shoulder, I just hit him and knocked him down, and another Marine standing close by shot him. And I picked up the sword, and I still have it. And it's still sharp as a razor. On his stomach, and his helmet fell off.
He still has the Japanese flag he captured when it tumbled out of a soldier's helmet, still covered in blood. Still with the names of all of those young men he served with. A bunch of kids, really, just out of high school. Ira's mom embroidered their names when he got home. A lot of them never made it home. KIA means killed in action. Years after the war, Ira felt the call to ministry. 60 years later, he still preaches every Sunday morning and still sees those things a young man should never have to see. Faces he cannot forget.
I guess my mind just, it flip-flops back to those things, and I become emotional. Had a lot of good friends that I wish were still around, but they're not.
And if you'd like to nominate a Hometown Patriot, go to ktbs.com/hometownpatriot or send an email to hometownpatriot@ktbs.com. After the break, we'll have an update on the Jimmy Davis Bridge and then some more information that'll help with your Thanksgiving travel.